If you've been checking in at Pokestops in Pokemon Go, you might have found yourself a Pokemon egg or two. But how specifically do they work? Well, we have 5 tips for the best ways to hatch Pokemon eggs. First, and most important, egg incubators. The game gives you one with infinite uses, but since you can carry 9 eggs at a time, you may want more to hatch multiple eggs fast. The good news is you can get more either by paying for them with in-game cash, or you can get them as rewards for leveling up, specifically level 6 and every 5 levels starting at level 10. The bad news is each of them can only be used 3 times, so make them count. Every egg you have needs to be walked for either 2, 5, or 10 kilometers. That's roughly 1.2 miles, 3.1 miles, and 6.2 miles. It's good to remember that the distance also means you'll be getting a different pick of Pokemon. Starters and common Pokemon appear from the 2-kilometer eggs, more uncommon Pokemon hatch from the 5-kilometer eggs, and many of the rarer and fossil Pokemon only come out of the 10-kilometer eggs. Once you've chosen your egg to incubate, you need to know how the app knows you travel the distance required. Pokemon Go uses a combination of your phone's GPS and pedometer to see how far and how fast you travel. That means driving in a car or on a bus or train or even biking fairly fast will disable the egg distance until you slow down. You can still get a bit of distance when using transportation if you're in traffic or slowing down frequently, but really, just get out there and walk. And please, don't Pokemon and drive. As we all know, Pokemon Go can take a lot of juice, and if you plan on traveling a long distance to hatch an egg, you need to make sure your battery lasts that long. If you don't plan to look at your phone too much while you do so, enable the battery saver in the options menu and place the phone upside down in your pocket. The screen will darken, but it will still register your movement and even vibrate if a Pokemon shows up on your walk. Lastly, it's good to know what you're getting out of all this. In addition to hatching a new Pokemon, sometimes one you rarely see in your area, you'll also get a lot of experience, more if it's a new Pokemon, as well as a ton of Pokemon candy and Stardust that's incredibly helpful for evolving, or just powering up your new pal. For more info on eggs and hatching, be sure to check out IGN's Pokemon Go Wiki Guide, and for everything else, stay tuned on IGN.